Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 8th to the 14th of June 2020. We have some very hot and fiery aspects at the moment with the Sun square Mars. So a square is when two planets are seemingly at odds and we need to find the solution. So the Sun is our life force energy and Mars is where we take our life force energy and direct it. And that is always up to us. So the words sol and soul are the same word. Where do we take our soul force energy and direct it? But Mars is the ruler of Aries and can be very reactionary, can easily be played upon for an angry knee-jerk reaction, to get hot and riled up, and very much in the present moment, reacting to the now. But if we view our lives over a longer perspective, and we don't get caught up in the current drama or reacting to past experiences and pain, then we can rise above this. And this is very much the lesson of the early part of 2020, is what frequency are you going to be on, regardless of what you're told you should be thinking and feeling, or getting caught up in currently what's going on. So to rise up your frequency requires discipline and vision, and this is where Saturn in Aquarius is helping. So wisdom is knowledge applied. We can know something, but then how we respond to it, our experience and what we learn from it, is what makes it wisdom. We're also in the middle of this slowdown, so Mars is where we take our soul force energy and direct it. Very much told to be taking that in to our central fire, to our spark, to our excitement. And we've been having a look over the last couple of weeks as to where we've been wasting our vital life force energy. As we came into this slowdown, we were more in the fight, flight, survival mode. This is what I have to do in order to survive. This is where I have to put my daily energy. And now that's all stopped, paused. We can have a look at what we really value, where we'd like to put our energy every day, and take that back to the inner spark, so that every day our vital, valued life force energy can be put to something of soul force worth. This week is dominated by Gemini, the Sun in Gemini and Venus retrograde in Gemini. And Gemini can be in two minds. But with Venus retrograde in Gemini, that's taking us to the heart. So we have the balance of the mind, that linear trajectory that we think we're on, where our thinking is going to lead us, and our beliefs, but also the ability to step back and see what's the opposite of that, and let the heart have a say as well. So on Monday I feel looking at, where is happiness? Is it a choice? Can we tune in and choose our state of being? Can we observe that process? That feels to be the energy of Monday, very reflective on the day of the moon. By Tuesday, exploring our decisions. So often we can get confused because we're trying to make a decision and we're summing up both sides. With the Sun in Gemini, sometimes we don't trust ourselves. Sometimes we really know what decision we want to make, but we have to give ourselves permission. But exploring our decisions and where we make them from is a good observational practice. Shows us about our self-trust, but can also reveal stories that are running in our lives from the subconscious. Why wouldn't we make that decision? What are we afraid of? Do we deserve? Can we be higher selfish? Can we put ourselves first? So observing the decision-making process can show us really which part of us is in charge and help to rebalance the head and the heart and the permission to choose what's right for us. But with all these squares, there's still a feisty aspect to the middle of the week, looking at anger and fear as fields of energy on Wednesday, and how they can be manipulated in the collective. They are a very low vibrational energy, and yet being stoked up at the moment. So like I say, the choice is always ours to rise above that and to reclaim our independence and our strength. But this does take a personal work, personal focus, to be able to get out of that collective thought field. A little bit of assistance on Thursday with another square as the Sun squares Neptune in Pisces. When the Sun and Neptune are having discussions with each other, we can often be shown where we've been living in an illusion. The Sun comes and shines that bright light into the nebulous waters to cleanse, to reveal, and to clarify. So looking at truth, eternal truth, reality, just what is, rarely adheres to our personal preferences if they're out of alignment. So sometimes we can want something and that becomes our truth, personal truth, which doesn't necessarily make it true. So opening up to possibility without opinion. We're living in a very opinionated world right now. But what about just looking at all possibility without having a fixed agenda and then asking to be shown the real truth? This is how we can grow. This is how we can come out of one phase of our lives and expand into something more sovereign. By Friday, Mars and Neptune meet in Pisces, and I feel this is a rest and healing period. So as we've explored some of these heated aspects, as we've observed our minds, as we're giving ourselves permission to create the best life, as we're looking at our delusions and irreality, bringing those into balance, then by Friday I feel that we can rest and heal and allow our spirit and soul some space just to be in that potential. And by the weekend this is very refreshing, liberating, rebirth, lifting us up. Now we've allowed ourselves to let go of the density, become energized as a new way of being, following our most positive energy, allowing ourselves to make the subtle changes. There's a sublime opportunity on offer at the weekend for us to be able to tune in on a higher and deeper, more soulful level. So in all, some very necessary frictionless energy which will show us where we're at, what we're believing, what we're reacting to, and that we can observe those reactions, those beliefs, those thoughts, and decide to rise higher and to go deeper. If you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available online, and a good soul reading will show you, reintroduce you to some of the other aspects of yourself, and then help with dates of power and how we can take ourselves and direct ourselves to live a personally purposeful life. So do contact me for that, zoehines7@gmail.com. I post daily Astrozo on Facebook, at zoehines7 on Instagram. All my details are on my website, astrozo.com, and these videos and others are available on my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro. So take this opportunity to be the observer this week. We're in the eye of the storm, the quietest part where we get to look around 360 degrees and then see where we're coming from at the very, very centre and what we're contributing to. And that's where real changes can be made. So hugely powerful. It's our choice, and this will be where we're living and creating from going forwards. So wishing you a wonderful, empowering week, and I'll see you next week.